Dear Diary, or maybe Dear Ghoul, welcome to the very first entry of the Ghoul Diaries, my haunted little corner of the internet where I spill the contents of my brain like ink on paper. These entries aren't neat, they're not planned, they're like half-dreamed memories of spirals at 2 a.m. The cozy chaos that fills in between moments of life. And today I'm starting with a dream, or maybe two dreams, that kind of feel like they have their teeth sinking into me. Even if you don't really know why you feel that way, dreams that almost feel like they belong in the same world. So the way how I'm gonna do this is that I've written every dream out and I've put them in story format so they're a lot easier to flow as I'm reading it. And then I also have a story that I wrote at the end of this. I think I wrote the story several years ago, maybe a couple years ago, honestly. But with the dreams I've been having and what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, it kind of just all fits well together. So we're gonna go on with the first dream. A few nights ago, I found myself standing in the middle of a meadow. The grass swayed, warm and golden, and in the distance, I could hear water, the soft, distant roar of a waterfall. But what really caught my attention were the butterflies. 3 of them darting and weaving through the air like tiny stained glass windows coming to life. I don't know why, but I decided I had to get closer. I wanted to take pictures, to freeze them in time, but with every step I took forward, they would go farther. I started following them deeper into the meadow until the scenery continued to change, and I couldn't really tell where I was at this moment. The sunlight shifted. I realized I was lost. I started following them deeper into the meadow, and I continued to go deeper. And then I stumbled right onto the edge of the biggest waterfall I've ever seen. The sound was deafening. The mist was so gentle against my skin. And honestly, it was beyond breathtaking. That literally was an understatement. There was just something there. I felt lost, but I wasn't scared. But it felt like it wasn't real. I've been led somewhere that was absolutely beautiful, but I also didn't know how to get back. But just before I woke up, I noticed something a little bit different. The butterflies landed together, side by side on a near branch. And as soon as I walked forward to be closer to them, everything faded away. And I woke up. And I was trying to figure out what could that have meant. Butterflies are transformation, but I also don't really remember what waterfalls are. So I knew it was some kind of a transformative dream, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I have the second dream that it's just, you guys will kind of see how it almost feels like it might all go together. And this one, keep in mind, was about a dream I think 8-9 years ago that always sticks in my head. So in this one, I was inside a cabin. It was warm and the air was so nice. It smelled like a wood-burning fireplace, and it smelled like cookies, because I can remember how it smelled like cookies. I wasn't alone. There were 2 little girls with me, one with medium brown curly hair and hazel eyes, and the other one had blonde wavy hair with piercing blue eyes. She actually reminded me a lot of my mom, and that was just kind of weird just in general. But they were running around, giggling, just enjoying life. They were in these cute little Christmas like pajamas, and they were just the life of the freaking party. And you could just tell that there was so much joy in this room, and I was trying to help them get ready for bed. And I was trying to grab the blankets for them and get everything ready. They were just running around, so I decided I would lay down. And as soon as I laid down and put on a show, the girls laid down on both sides of me. And they said in unison, "I love you, Mommy." And that woke me up out of a dead sleep. And I started crying when I woke up because it was so crystal clear, like it just happened in that moment. And it was one of those dreams that you could just feel happen. And I was at first kind of confused. I was like, where are my babies? Like, that's the first thing I said when I woke up. And then I had to like remind myself, you don't have kids. So what? And it was just a weird thing. But then, like in my recent dream, two butterflies. That dream, two kids. And so, honestly, I'm not gonna say that like anything in the same, but it felt so beyond real. And I felt like I was so heard. I was so known just by the energy in this. So I also don't really know if this last story has anything to do with any of it, but it was a story I wrote because I decided I wanted to write stories a couple years ago, and this one I'm calling The Golden Hour. So it literally just feels like it's the dreams, but in a different way. I was sitting back looking out the window. It was golden hour. I just kept looking at the rays of sun, wondering what it would be like to be one with the sun. Would it be hot? Would I even feel it? Could I shine so bright that nothing could touch me? My fearless rays shining down, making everyone feel the warmth of my soul. This is when I decided to move and watch everything follow me. The animals, the bugs, the dust particles, which make me giggle a little bit. Moving swiftly with my long sheer duster and my dark brown locks flowing behind me, I took a step outside, feeling the warmth of rays in front of me. It was a sensation I didn't want to leave. It felt like home, like nothing could ever touch me. I wandered directly into the path of 3 trees ahead of me, a circle of trees with an open flower path. The sun shines directly there every day. This is my haven, my place, my sanctuary, where oh my goodness, I lost myself in my own story. Hold on. Okay, I found myself. My sanctuary where I feel free to be who I've always felt I am. Golden hour was passing, and it was getting darker by the minute. I was chasing after the sun, trying to bring it back into me and say, "Wait, take me with you." I shouted after it, the animals following me rapidly as I ran. I tripped over a rock and woke up in my bed. What happened to me? Where am I? How did I get here? One moment I was chasing the sun, feeling its warmth against my skin. The next, I was back in my bed, gazing outside at nothing but the stars. Did I dream about running away to the sun again? Is it possible? Or am I living too much in the dream world? These are the questions that keep crossing my mind. Maybe I'll find out again. The next time I'm allowed to enter that world. But for now, I'll enjoy the elegant beauty of the stars dancing across the night sky, knowing that the moon is the lover of the sun, so beautiful and bright. I love you, moon, and I love you, sun, until we meet again. now that I'm like putting this all together, I almost feel like the meadow, the waterfall, the cabin, the sunlit circle of trees, and maybe the butterflies are all trying to lead me back to the same spot. It just almost feels like it all could just go together, honestly. But that's all for this entry, my ghouls. If you ever had a strange dream lately, one that stayed with you even after the sun came up, I'd love to hear it. You could share it with me on Threads or the Cozy Ghoul Society Discord. For now, I'll leave the window cracked just in case the dream finds its way back. See you when the sun and the moon meet again. Bye, guys.